from Oldham in the summer, lines up alongside another relative novice, Chris Baird, at the back. But it's Arsenal who get us started. They won't, as they have done in the last 2 years, finish the calendar year at the top of the table, but they'll move to within a point of Manchester United if they do win at St Mary's tonight, against so many of his better established fellow countrymen, like this man, Thierry Henry. And he's gone for goal. He's forced a fine save from Anthony Niemi.
Oh, what a power surge that was from Henry to take him into the position to shoot. Picks it up here, and you just look at the acceleration here that leaves two players in his way. It gets to this point, there's nothing on. Why not have a shot? And he did get a deflection, didn't it? Off the Southampton defender, forcing a save.
Henry calling for it and gets the service required. There's a test for Baird. And he's kept it in, Thierry Henry. Brilliant stuff. Bergkamp! Well, it looked an open gift for Dennis Bergkamp, and it's the wrong side of the post. But what great work from Henry.
Well, Gordon Strachan will be wondering how on earth he managed to get this cross in at the death. He was faced with two players, and he really should have been boxed in at that point. Goes past the lap and stands it up to the far post. Dennis Bergkamp saw it all the way. Tightish angle, but back across the goal was the right option. Saw that gap at the near post, Dennis Bergkamp, but missed it by quite a distance.
Henry, now Bergkamp. Henry again. Pires over to his left. That's the ball. Pires, that's the goal. And who else against Southampton but Robert Pires? It's his 7th goal in 6 meetings against Southampton. Pires again.
Southampton had a warning, what was it, 10 minutes ago or so, when Thierry Henry's pass wasn't quite right. This time it was perfect. He pulled the blind side of Chris Baird, Robert Pires, and the pass was perfect this time. Pires' first touch was spot on, and the second touch, well, and he took one touch, didn't he? What a touch it was. Such the quality on the ball. No chance for Niemi. We've had snatches of these kind of moves from Arsenal, but that was real cutting, completely slicing through Southampton's rear guard.
Ljungberg's cross. An important header that from Hull. Bergkamp was just lining up a second for Arsenal. Here's Henry. Thierry Henry. Well, Niemi could just watch and hope then.
Yeah, the expression on Niemi's face, his body language just seemed, well, can anybody do anything to stop this?
Now Prutton. Griffith. Kevin Phillips. It's Griffith's cross, Phillips flick.
Well, all started from a poor pass from Sol Campbell, aimed at Ray Parlour, but didn't get anywhere near its mark. He's just apologising, and that pushed Arsenal onto the back foot one of the few times in this half. Southampton got plenty of shirts in there, haven't they? But poor Telfer at the far post, maybe wishing he'd pushed in 10 yards and maybe have had half a chance to get onto that flick on.
Through by Prutton to Phillips. Taken away by Vieira. Well, it's Arsenal in the lead against Southampton's make-do-and-men team, and who else but Robert Pires, who comes back to haunt Southampton again with a 35th minute goal that came just 10 seconds after a throw-in, and following a wonderful ball that showed great vision and great execution as well from Thierry Henry. At the break at St Mary's then, Southampton 0, Arsenal 1.
Now, we're sorry to say, we've had some serious crowd trouble at half-time. This is exactly what we don't want to see at Premiership football anymore. She only asked him to get a pie. They're a bit calmer at the Southampton end. What can... I love that. What can Southampton do to stem this tide? Anything?
Well, it's going to be very difficult for them in the second half. I think Gordon Strachan won't be very happy. He might make 1 or 2 changes, but they really have to try and push Arsenal back and try and get some pressure in the Arsenal half.
All 7 wins that Southampton have achieved in the Premiership this season have come when they've scored first. Their only recovery of a sort was on the opening day of the season when they were 2-0 down against Leicester in the opening 10 minutes and came back in the final quarter of an hour to get a draw. Coming back into this one is going to be no easy task, especially with their team as patched up as it is. Jason Dodd and Klaas Lundekvam, let me remind you, laid low today by flu. From Thornburgh, here's Parler. Bergkamp taken down by Svensson.
I have to feel this is within Thierry Henry's range. He fancies a crack. There's blue boots.
He's made a goal for Pires already. He seems to fancy his chances of scoring one, even from this range. Well, Niemi was a mere spectator. He had to cross his fingers.
That's how close he was.
Target.
I think he was going to drive it originally, but looked at the angles and decided that was the better option. And how close was that? Niemi rooted to the spot, had absolutely no chance with it if it was a foot or so lower. Fantastic effort.
Yes. Vieira. Calling for it out wide. It's a great ball to him. This is Touré. Pires. Oh, right across from Freddie Ljungberg. Got a touch on its way.
Well, they backed off when Touré was on the ball. Give him the time here to pick his spot. Higginbottom had a chance, stayed away. Stroke of luck. That's a great save from Niemi.
A wonderful save though from Anthony Niemi.
It was. Arsenal got that little bit of luck with the ricochet. It's a lovely first-time effort. It's fingertip stuff, isn't it? Niemi.
Ljungberg. Pires.
Bombing forward for fun, isn't he, Carlo Touré? He's almost played as a right winger this second half. Got up in the final third quite a few times before the break as well. Really enjoying his football at the moment, playing with loads of freedom.
With good reason. Another player who was much criticised last year, debuted with an own goal here that was originally given to Agustin Delgado. Bergkamp's kick pulled straight out to Thierry Henry. Ljungberg. Henry. Finally checking his run. Bergkamp is the other one being rested now, with Kanu coming on for just over a quarter of an hour.
Well, Ray Parler will slot over onto the right-hand side. Zaidu joins Vieira in the middle. Kind of
record attendance here at St Mary's. Here's Henry. Felt he may have had a deflection there in the corner.
Yeah, I think with the points as well.
Swung in by Higginbottom. Beatty bits to get there. And forces a bit of a mistake out of Weimer, who goes down rather late. Didn't see any contact at the point of the fall.
Well, the ball was bouncing and David Cutton was in there after some kind of knockdown, and he was encouraged when Lehmann spilt it. Certainly had hold of it when Cutton waved the leg.
The Southampton fans already felt that Arsenal were time wasting the amount of time they took over the double substitution previously. So they clearly feel this is another ploy on Lehmann's part. Here comes McCann. Telfer is the player who is going to come off here. 16th game for Neil McCann. He's not had the most successful start south of the ball. The third round of the FA Cup looms, and we'll be watching Chelsea in action at Watford Saturday midday, Sky Sports 2, and seeing Arsenal at Leeds 24 hours later, 3:30, Sky Sports 1. Henry, good save. And Pires was unlucky because he actually lost his footing as he went for the rebound. Here's Vieira, Canu.
We've had a few deflected shots tonight, and this was another one. Makes himself a yard through Kenton's legs, and that's a good stop. But Pires is coming in such a pace, he slips.
About to make his first team return in the Premiership. And it's Pires who may be the match winner.
He's done really well tonight. I mean, we know what he can do going forward, but more than once he's funneled back, he's helped out Gael Clichy. This is his goal, the goal that looks like separating these two teams. Beautiful first-time finish with that left peg. He's done a good night's work tonight. Good fullbacks do coming round to cover.
He's gone short again, Delac with a throw-in. Now McCann looks to pump it in. Weimer with an obvious advantage of height over Kevin Phillips. Held on for dear life and then hits the ball into the back of Kevin Phillips. A crazy reaction, really, from the goalkeeper, with the game seemingly safe. A moment of madness from Jens Lehmann in hurling the ball into the back of Kevin Phillips' head. Lehmann has walked off.
I'll tell you what, he does lose his head at times. Looking at the stats beforehand, sent off 3 times last year for Borussia Dortmund. No need for it. He'll claim maybe he was trying to throw the ball out, but I'm not so sure about that. Straight into the back of Kevin Phillips' head, but it's all over.
Well, he walked off because the final whistle had gone just before all of that confusion. And Arsene Wenger's Arsenal have reached the halfway point of the Premiership season, unbeaten. Undefeated now in 19 games at the start of this season, 21 in total going back to the end of the last campaign, and it was the cup final revisited, wasn't it? 1-0 to the Arsenal against Southampton, and Robert Pires, the scorer. He always seems to score against Southampton. That goal in the end enough. Southampton didn't really manage too many efforts at all in the second half, and Arsenal comfortable victors in the end. Will they be able to go through a whole season unbeaten, Alan?
Well, who knows? It's unlikely, I think, with the competition they're up against in that top 3. But games like tonight will give them so much confidence. They've gone about the job as if there was never any doubt and controlled large parts of the match with some lovely football. So many great performers on the night, captain being one of them, and comfortable win in the end.